I debated even using a starting soon screen for this, but it was a good thing I did because I had to fix something. I forgot that different monitors are different sizes, and because I have this on a different monitor, it didn't fill the whole screen until I moved it. How is audio, by the way? I did some things with my audio. I made some edits to how my audio work, so hopefully it's okay. I need to actually tell everywhere that I'm actually live now. You can see Kato on the keyboard. Keyboard Kato. Alright. At everyone. You're getting to see the behind the scenes. This is what I normally do when I'm on my starting screen. Oh, I have to tell Discord to not make noise. Oh god. That's gonna ruin the cozy vibe. We're cozy here. I swear. Do not disturb for 8 hours, thank you. Live now! Wow! Ralix yells cat into the void. Cat meow. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, beep. Okay, so we've got that. I want to copy that and alright, we're going to do this. The inner workings of Kato brain. This is my thought process. I do have the room code up on the screen so you can join. I will maneuver the room around places after I get all of these posted. Okay. We did that server. Let's add this actually. I want a little heart emoji in this too. There. Beep boop. And then Clipsy server. And then Lock server. Excellent, we've done it. Thank you, Discord mod chat, for telling me that Manami updated her profile picture. Ow, my eye. Here, do you want to see my room? You want to see my room? We can rotate the vision around. See my room! Oh, I should actually pull chat up. There you go. My room! Must display. So we've got one Kato working very hard. Very hard work, Kato. I work very hard. We have my 3 monitors. This art... Oh god, I have the artist somewhere. This is from an artist that I like. It is my actual lock screen on my computer. This art is a commission that Manami gifted to me. Of me, her, and Jisaki having snuggle time. And this art was a commission I commissioned Nani for. That is my actual background on my drawing tablet for realsies. We have purple Switch because my actual Switch has a purple case. We have the PS4, which I don't actually have set up in here right now, but it should be. Oh yeah, because that's some exciting news. I finally got my capture card. I need Manami to help me set it up, but yeah, I finally got the capture card, so soon I will be able to play Switch and PS4 games. I have actually no idea where I intend to set the PS4 up, because I don't really have space on my actual desk. But I'm sure I can figure it out. The Switch I definitely have space for. So yeah. How is my microphone sounding? I'm gonna just hear myself real close. Microphone sounding okay? Music not too loud? Music maybe a little too loud? No, it seems like it's okay. Is it also putting my voice through the game audio? I just realized it's because I unmuted it so I could hear it. It was capturing my... It was capturing me trying to listen to my own audio. I am so smart. I am the best streamer. It's fine. Okay, anyway, more room show. We have... Oh yeah, the desk is L-shaped and pink, because my actual IRL desk is L-shaped and pink. Oop. I keep going down. I didn't mean to go down. How do I go up? Nope, not that. E is up. Okay. I do have an actual tissue box on my desk, because honestly, if you're a streamer and don't have a tissue box on your desk, what are you doing? You need to have access to a tissue if you need it without having to get up. This clock, which for some reason doesn't actually work, it just shows, oops, all 8s. It's 88 o'clock, apparently. Little plants and good smelly things, yeah. And Grid! Only the real fans will remember Grid. I played that game on stream like 8 times at the very beginning, forever ago. Love that game. My pink headset, like I actually have. Oh yeah! This other little Easter egg back here. Look, it's my model for if I'm streaming. It's streaming. Supposedly you can put your actual OBS feed onto these monitors, but I haven't really messed with it yet because I'm not sure how it would work if I want to like show the room on the screen, but also want to be able to show what I'm working on, because it seems like it'll pull just from here, like virtual camera. I genuinely, I may end up having to have 2 instances of OBS open in order to do what I actually want to do with that. So that's something I might experiment with. Maybe I'll experiment with it live on stream, who knows. Can I make this? Oh, I can make it visible so people can see it. Even better. More ways for people to join. Yay! Is it? I just realized something. Do I have... No, I have the headset muted, so we're only getting one microphone. That's good. Okay. We're using my professional mic today because I messed with some stuff in the audio settings and I wanted to see how it ends up in the actual VOD. So that's exciting. I don't IRL have a cat-shaped keyboard. I wish I did. I put it in here because I can have whatever I want in here. We have a DS playing Animal Crossing and a Game Boy playing Pokemon. Very important, very important. Here we have this art wall. This is actual art that I drew. This is literally a picture of a piece of paper that I put on here, and it looks so real. I kind of love how it turned out, like, in here. But yeah, this is watercolor art that I actually made. It was towards, like, the very beginning. I didn't stream this. I don't think I streamed making this. I think I just posted it, and it was an example for the time when I was doing watercolor commissions. I am not currently doing watercolor commissions and don't know if I ever intend to do them again. Commissions were hard for me because I still have an actual job, so it's hard to do things in a timely manner. So honestly, if I ever do commissions again, it's really gonna depend on, if I ever get to a point where I can significantly decrease my hours at my IRL job. Probably, so that I can have dedicated days of the week to just work on commissions where I'm not working. But yeah, this is what I was talking about the other day. This was like 2 weeks ago now, 3 weeks ago now, on the Big Kitty Little City stream with Clipsy. How my personal medium that I'm used to is watercolor, and that, like, just pencil and watercolor, and that does not translate very well to the kind of digital art I'm trying to do. So it's like learning a whole new skill. It's like learning a whole new thing. The sketching feels different because digital sketching just feels different from sketching on paper. But also, no matter how hard they try, I have yet to find an actual watercolor brush that behaves the way actual watercolors behave. I use Procreate on iPad, so if anyone else uses that and has a good actual watercolor brush, let me know. Here we have the fan art wall. This is all... I believe this is all arts that were gifted to me, except for the one in the bottom center. That one is one I commissioned to use for my schedules. This is the full version of my schedule art. She gave me this, like, notebook paper style, and then the transparent PNG. But we have top left. That one was from Arashi, from when we did the, Secret Santa art exchange. That one there is from Clipsy, from the Dorito Squad, the Cool Ranch Dorito Squad. There's emotes that match with it, with each of us, which are different types of Doritos. This one here, with me listening to the music, that we've got a Growlix original right there. The one on the far right, the wonderful line art from Jusagi, where my palm tree looks like a flower. Bottom left, also Clipsy. I just love that one because it has Lock and Dock in it. Gotta make sure all of my friends are represented here somehow. This is the best representation for Lock I could find. It's just so cute. And then face-taking missiles from Meaver, and Judy Substitute from Umbrant. Yeah. And then I have my girls, my favorite horses. We have Satono Diamond, King Halo, Rice Shower, and Air Groove. Yeah. Up here we have the Kurasushi towel, which I do actually own and is actually hanging just like this by my desk. It's technically a bit more off to the left, but it looked better here in this room. This room did a very good job, I feel like, of combining things that I actually have in my IRL workspace, and then things that I wish I had in my IRL workspace. Like, if I had unlimited money, I would definitely have these little clouds above and on the wall, and more neon lights, absolutely. Also a record player. I would love to have a record player. I don't currently have one. I really wish I did. But yeah, this record player is playing Kiara's first album. And then up on the wall here, we have, both Kiara and Ina's albums that they played, sang, performed, that's the word I was looking for Drawn to Dawn. Of course, coffee mug / tea mug. It's realistically tea right now. I've been on a tea kick. Oh yeah, it's secret hidden cat under here. Hello baby, hidden cat. He even has a cat toy. This cat looks a lot like my mom's cat, so this is pretending if I had built this room in my mom's house, I guess, or if I stole her cat. I don't know, but I didn't have a cat that looks like the cat I used to have. Well, I mean, technically I used to have my mom's cat when I lived with my mom, but I'm talking about the cat I used to have, like, in adult life. And then we have this trash can, because I do actually keep a trash can under my desk. Real pro tip, if you're a streamer, keep a trash can under your desk, so if you have drink cans or snack trash, you can just put it there and not make a mess of your desk or have to get up 80 times. This books under my desk. In real life, I have like a little shelf thing next to my desk that has books on it. But yeah, I also have, what do I have under my desk? I have little bins of like markers and art supplies under my desk off to the side like this. So it kind of combined both. The PC! This does actually look like my PC. My actual PC does indeed have glowing pink fans. They technically alternate between pink and blue, like, you know, the floor and the wall, the colors of this actual room. But I don't think it let you do that in here. It also technically has 3 fans, but only 2 of them work. One of them is broken, so it works out. The room, this is very clearly, I believe, San Francisco by that bridge. I think that's the San Francisco bridge. Or maybe it's the New York bridge. Some city with big bridge. I don't live in city with big bridge. Well, kind of, but not like this. Not this city. But rain, because I love the rain. I don't actually have ivy above my window IRL. I have a lamp that has ivy around the lamp pole, but there wasn't really a way to do that in here. Yeah. Okay, over here. Chicken! I have chicken because I'm a KFP, and KFP is chicken. My wall of VTuber art. This is just really good VTuber art that I liked, and I put posters up, because my real room does have a lot of posters. It's not these exact posters. I probably could have sat and taken pictures of my exact posters, but why do that when I could have whatever I wanted, and I chose these. I used to actually have a rainbow light that looked like that, but I don't know what happened to it. Let's see. I thought this Grem worked perfect as this calendar. It's so cute. Oh, also, this Boat Goes Vinted is an actual picture. I know it was like, I could have done that, but it took so much work. This one was important. I actually have this Boat Goes Vinted as a flag on my door. It wouldn't let me put it on my door, so that was as close as we could get. Palm tree for true Junie aesthetic. Bed with plush cat, because I do have a bed with a plush cat. All of my colors as well. This absolutely blinding mirror. I don't know why the game renders mirrors this way. These are 2 of my favorite Kiara arts of all time that I've ever seen, just ever. I have both of them as options for my phone background, so they had to make it here. I I have way too many phone backgrounds. Like, I actually learned that there's a limit to 50 wallpapers you can set for Apple Watch. Did you know that? I have way too many watch backgrounds and way too many phone backgrounds because I don't know. I just really like making them. It's fun. Like, I like the art of I find a really good piece of art or a really good photo and then try to crop it exactly right and have the exact right shape and color font for the clock on it. I don't know. It's just fun to me. And so I have way too many. Over here, these are very cute, okay? I have to tell you about these because it's wholesome. I actually have little letters like these of my name, that my mom, actually it just says Junie, not like my IRL name, like my Junie name, that my mom bought from a local artist in her hometown for me, and they're like the marble paint, so they're like chunky letters like this, but they did like the paint marbling on them. It's very cute, super wholesome, 10 out of 10. And then I also have an actual little wind-up carousel like this from my late grandma, and I keep that in my room, and that's very special and important, so it was very cool to me that I could have that in here. Yeah. And then, oh, this is my froggy Wawa. It's just a frog, but that's the best I could do. This is to represent my doll collection. I don't actually have all of these Nendoroids, but they only had Nendoroid boxes. They didn't have, like, other types of dolls. So I was like, fine, we're just gonna do a bunch of Nendoroids of characters I want Nendoroids of. So we have horses, and then over on the other side, we have Hololive. Yeah. I do actually have the Kiara one. And I do very much want Chloe and Hachima, but theirs are kind of expensive. I also have many plushies in my room, so more plushies. I also thought this was very cool. They let you, like, literally put badges on here, so this is, like, fan merch section. And, like, it's very cool. You could literally put the artwork for things on here. So, like, I have Callie's Cinderella art on the records. I have, Bay's Zodiac art on the other records. I have the Hollow X meeting manga over here, which I do actually own. I only have the digital versions of these two albums, but I can pretend I have them on record for my non-existent record player. Oh yeah, and Orange Cat, Green Cat, it's CCGG, CCGG. More framed art to represent my merch corner. Animal Crossing for the Switch. Oh yeah, there's, Suicde's album down there on CD. And they have Gacha Machine, and I was able to put the art from the Bandai Myth Keychain Gacha Machine, because I do actually have the Kiara from this. Locke sent it to me, and oh my god, she has lived on my keys for basically the entire time I've been streaming. I just had to take her off because she is so falling apart. I'm like, if I wear her up my keys another day, she's going to snap in half. That keychain is well used and well loved. So yeah, that is my room. Feel free to come join. We have music and rain and working. Oh yeah, also my little guy is wearing my watch and a bracelet like I actually would. And my backpack. I love my little guy. It's so good. It looks just like me. Supposedly, you can do face tracking in this now. Which I'm gonna have to mess around with at some point. Because I think that's actually very cool. There is a Chloe Nendo on eBay right now. That's true. The times I've seen them being expensive have been at actual cons. They're way cheaper on eBay. I just need to actually set aside the money to actually get them 1 month. Need you to find another? Is that an option? I can show you after stream how ridiculously beat up mine is. The answer is very. She's very beat up. I have never actually had an open room on this before. Let's see. Can I can do little hearts? Oh, cool. We can do little emotes. Thinking. Oh. What does that do? Focus mode enabled. Oh, okay. Enter my tasks. Chatting. Oh, cool. It'll say above my head what I'm doing. Excellent. I believe... Here we go. Auto camera mode should just, like, pan around the room, I think. Hopefully. I hope. You found 2? How? How do you find things so fast? Excellent. It does just auto pan around the room. Now that we have that situated, I guess I should probably actually work on the things I said I was going to work on, though, huh? Oh yeah, now that you're here, Locke, I have to ask, how is the audio? Because I made some edits to OBS on my end, how my microphone picks up, but I also am hoping the music isn't too quiet for the game. I hope everyone can actually hear the comfy music. Here, we're gonna change... Oop, we're gonna change this to making thumbnails. Oh, I can't type. I know how to spell. Making thumbnails. There we go. And then we'll put the auto camera back. Oh, auto camera back on. Sounds fine. Yay! That's true. You do have mad toy hunter skills. This is a true fact. So, here's the thing. I have realized that I need to put the chat somewhere I can actually see it. Because the second I went to start working, I was like, oh right, I can't see the chat from here. I need to put this tab over on my drawing tablet for now, because I'm not using the drawing tablet for my thumbnails. Alright. We're using Canva, and Canva doesn't usually require the drawing tablet. Plus, I also have my iPad for when I get to the drawing point. I barely use my drawing tablet, okay? I used to use it a lot more back when I had the full Adobe suite, but I canceled the full Adobe suite because it got too expensive. Because when I started having the Adobe suite, it was $29 a month for Creative Cloud. And now, the last time when I canceled it, it charged me $69. It was $69.99, so $70 for Creative Cloud. And I was like, that is insane. I can't afford this anymore. I'm glad the audio sounds good. I noticed that in some of my VODs that when I use my professional mic, it picks up some weird background noise, so I attempted to update, like, the thresholds for the noise that it accepts, and also the noise gate and suppression, background noise suppression, all of that jazz. Also, Locke, you were correct. I am become lizard. I have very much become a lizard in, like, the worst way possible. I am getting the true lizard experience. Alright. I need to make a thumbnail. I'm making a thumbnail for Deep Rock right now. Oh, my thing is in all caps. Alright, so first I need images of Deep Rock. There's a Deep Rock board game? Hello? What do you mean there's a Deep Rock board game? I had no idea. Now I want to read about this. Hang on. Getting distracted already. I'm so good at focusing. Let's see. $152 for the base game. That is... Oh, it's the big box. The normal one's 82. That's still a lot. That's a lot for a board game. I mean, it looks like a cool game, but that's expensive. You wanted to join as soon as it started, but procrastinated so you wouldn't have to get to work? Listen. You can still join. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not forcing you to work while you're here. I'm just saying that you can if you want to. You're also welcome to just chill. Just chilling is okay. I mean, this looks like a cool board game, but it's expensive. I feel like $82 for a board game is a lot. But I also guess I haven't really bought a big board game like this in a while. My brain is like $50. My brain thinks everything is $50 and gets surprised when things are more than $50. I don't know why. My brain just defaults to $50. That's a good price for everything. You should work. You should. I will motivate you to work. Work, I say. Alright, let's see. I wonder if opening a second instance of OBS would explode my computer. It's a good question. I want to check something. I can't. I swear there was a button to stream to this monitor earlier. Maybe not when I'm in the multiplayer mode. I bet that's what it is. This is fine. We will turn auto camera back on and let it do its thing. Okay, I should also work. You're right. I need to make a thumbnail. I got distracted because I looked up Deep Rock to get the logo and then found out there was a board game. And then somehow closed the tab and never got the logo. Let's see. That might not be a bad picture to use. This one comes from the Steam or the Xbox store. Let's see. I wish this picture was just wider is the thing. Actually, this could be a good one. I almost don't even know if I want... I almost don't even know if I want, like, everything. This article, does Deep Rock Galactic still hold up in 2025? Yeah, it does. It's one of the best games ever, actually, in my humble and correct opinion. Oh. Dang it. I just accidentally closed all of my tabs instead of... Why? Why did I do that? I was trying to check on OBS and then accidentally closed all of my tabs. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, we need YouTube thumbnail size. God, do I love that Canva just has the sizes saved in there for it. We need to upload... downloads. These arts and also locks PNG. Oh right, I didn't actually get the logo, I just got various backgrounds. Hello game, give me your logo and please be an actual PNG and not a fake PNG. I really hate it when you go looking for a PNG and instead you get those fake ones where the background, it just is what's supposed to be the transparent, but it's just the little squares. It makes me want to scream. Okay, good. This is a real PNG of the game logo. Alright, so we've got that. And then we need lock. And I need to go to my folder. Oh, I need to actually put him in that folder now that I think about it. Move to folder of friends. Because I have a folder on Canva that is called friends. That is just all of the PNGs of people I collab with. So that I have them accessible. I do apparently have a couple of lock in here already. One is just a screenshot of... Oh, it's not even transparent. Of his original model that I think was reference for making a Minecraft skin, I think. And then the other ones are all drawings of femlock that people did when that was a thing people were doing. Exactly! The fake transparent PNGs are so much worse, because with the solid background, I can background remover it if I have to. The squares ruin that. Oh, it's so frustrating. I forgot I even had this art of Doc. That's a cute art, but Doc is not in this collab, so... who do I have from here that is in this collab? We need an Arashi. Actually, yeah, we need an Arashi. And we need a Clipsy. Did I forget to move the Clipsy that I used for... I did. Alright, we have this Clipsy can be moved into that folder instead of just out in the open where I can't find it. I swear that I had another Clipsy PNG that is the one I actually want to use for this. There you are. We got this. You do need to finish your femlock. It's so cute. Girl Fang. Girl Fang have girl dinner. Alright, we've got a Clipsy, and then which version of me am I using for this? I think it might be one of my actual model and not a chibi. because Locke's using actual model, so I've used very non-chibiified forms of everyone else. I mean, I guess Clipsies is technically a chibi, but it's like, it's the less squishy chibi. There's a huge spider under you staring at you smugly? Oh no! Take it outside, get it away. He's not paying rent, he doesn't deserve to be in your house. I mean, I do have this one where I'm wearing a hard hat, which is kind of funny because I'm wearing a hard hat. But it also has an outline and shadow to look like a sticker, and no one else's looks like a sticker. I don't know. Maybe. It ran under the couch? Oh no. Horrible. I hate it. I kind of like this one. I need to remove the background from it because it has a green screen, but I kind of like that one. Alright, here's what I think I do. I think Locke is the tallest out of all of us. I think me and Clipsy are both small. I don't know how small Clipsy is, actually. Hiding from your wrath, yes. And then I want a speech bubble. Perfect. I want to angle that a little differently. That looks more like it's coming from my mouth. Yeah, okay. Arashi kind of short, but not as short as us. That's what I thought. Friendship wallpaper, yes! Exactly. I have the Dorito friendship picture on the little board here, and then also this one on the wallpaper. Also, welcome, Hanami. Welcome, welcome. Alright, and we'll rotate this just a little more. Have it over here. Oh wait, that covers part of the logo. Hang on. Maybe we need to make it just a tad smaller. Like that. Yeah, I think that works. Okay, and then... this font. I love this font. And we rotate it. Rock. Oh, rock. Can I do the and sign in this font? Because not every font has it. Rock and... oh. I don't know if I like how the and font looks. Or the and looks in that font. rock. And let's do it down here. What I really want is like a third row. But it's really not wanting me to have a third row. Okay. Here's what we do. We're gonna rotate this again. We're gonna make it a little smaller. If I do it on here... Nope, I don't want it before... And rockstone. Nope, that's not how that should work. Okay. Yeah, it just doesn't work right. Okay, ungroup. Nope. Alright, I have accidentally deleted everything. Okay. We're gonna ungroup. Wait, no, we want them grouped still for the moment so that I can do a size adjusting. And now we ungroup. And I'm gonna delete the top one. We're gonna make the bottom one just say... Okay, I apparently refreshed the entire tab somehow when I was trying to just type. Rock. We duplicate it. And then we duplicate it one more time and stone. Then we're gonna select all of them and make the whole thing fit in the speech bubble. There we go, there we go, there we go. Now that looks how I wanted it to. Now the question is, do I want everyone wearing a hat? Here, let me see if I can do some OBS editing real time on the fly. What if instead of having this capture VTuber Studio like it normally would? Okay, it doesn't want to capture a web browser. Heck, right, we're gonna add oh, it's because it's listed as a game capture, not as an display capture or an application capture. That makes sense. Window capture? Add existing web. There we go. Okay. Alright, it might be kind of cropped weirdly because I have it cropped for other things, but now you can actually see what I'm working on. I swear there's a way to put it on the computer screens, but my brain can't figure it out right now while the room is public, but that's okay. Now everyone can see what I'm working on. So we have our rock and stone. I think I want to give everyone hats. So we have to search for a hat. Just searching for hat is not gonna get me what I want. We want a mining hat. There we go, mining hat. Hello. Don't disappear on me, thank you. Okay, so we need a basically completely side view one for Arashi, so I think this one might actually work. I'm torn on how to do this because I don't want to cover his beautiful ear. But I also am like, it looks too high up this way. You know what I could do, which would be totally extra, but why not? We're on stream, so might as well. Okay. This is going to be kind of insane. Don't judge me for being kind of insane. We're gonna line this hat up in a way that doesn't look too tall on the top. And you'll be like, wow, but that covers his ear. And I will say, just you wait a minute, because we're gonna do something very silly. We're gonna duplicate him. And we're gonna go into edit. And we're gonna go to magic eraser. And we're gonna erase everything but his ear and put the ear back on top. This is the kind of unhinged shit that I do when making thumbnails. Because I want them to be exactly the way I want them to be. We're gonna zoom in so I can actually see here. And we're gonna make the brush size smaller now for the fine detail work. I swear there was a way to click and drag so that I'm looking somewhere else, but... Can I just... I can just control plus. Alright. It seems like I can't figure out how to click and drag to move it somewhere else, so this is what we're getting. Okay, I actually think I think I did. Can I undo? Alright. And we want this. I'm not using their auto detect function because it's in beta and I don't trust it. We're gonna have to zoom out one to get the top of the ear here. Alright, in theory... Exactly, that's why I have to do this. Alright, and then we erase, and in theory... what we're left with is just an ear. Oh, nope, that is... doing it on my screen and not on here. There's still... okay, so there's some issues with this. My biggest complaint is not having a way to, not having a way to move this. I feel like there should be a way to, like, scoot over. But we work with what we get, for not paying the $70 a month to have actual Photoshop. Yeah, let's try and erase those little bits that we got there. A little better. I hope that line doesn't look too screwed up in the end. Alright, we'll go back now. And we will Oh. See, here I can just do this. Alright, anyway. And we reattach his ear. Perfect. Like nothing ever happened. See? There we go. And now we can actually have the hat on properly. I don't think that's the hat selected. I think that's him selected. I want to select the hat. Please let me select the hat. Canva, please. When you get too many layers going at the same time, it does start to become frustrating. I want to select hat. Nope, that's actually the ear, not even the hat. Okay. Well, we've got a hat on him. I'm still not happy with the placement of the hat. But it's okay. We'll do this the long way, because this is how Canva works. Sometimes you just have to move stuff completely out of the way. Alright, let's try that. Yeah, that looks good. There we go. It was a lot of work, but it was worth it. It was worth it. Alright, so now Arashi has a hat. And now I'm facing, like, the other side, but not, like, completely. I think that hat's gonna be too angled. Maybe this hat will work for me. See, with my ears, I feel like it's a lot easier for me to wear various hats like these, because you can kind of just be like, yeah, that's where the hole for the ears are. That's how much ear is sticking out, because that's where the ear hole is. You know? I kind of like the brim slightly covering my eye like that. I like it. Alright, now Clipsy is facing the other way. I feel like the Arashi hat might work for Clipsy. Let's see. That is. See, this is gonna be the thing with Clipsy, is because of hair be so floofy, hat gonna be huge. Big hat. This makes me, like, as a whole, want to kind of make her and the hat a little smaller. Like, raise up so height is right, but I think head was too big. Okay, hat still look too big. How? But if I go smaller, the hair starts poking out. Big head equals big hat. It really do. I think it needs to be lower. The lower I make it, the more adorable it is. Oh my god. Big hat, very low, cover face, ears out. There you go. Is this how Clipsy wear hat? No. I think the truth lies somewhere in the middle. I think this is good height for hat. I think that's a good hat. Hat too big, actually realistic. I think this is good. I like this. And we call it Deep Rock Thumbnail. And we download it to my computer as a PNG. Yeah, for comparison, the pro version of Canva that allows you to use all of these ones with the little crowns on them. So the little crown, basically how it is if the asset doesn't have the little crown, it is from a free to use library that anyone can use. If it has the little crown, it is from some sort of subscription-based paid-to-use photo website. Like, I think Shutterstock is the big one that Canva goes with. And if you pay the monthly subscription to Canva, you are also bundled into it, getting access to those pay-to-use asset libraries. So they're all, it's essentially I'm paying to use all of these assets. The other thing you get is the ability to do, like what you saw me doing earlier, the edit tools where it turns more into like Photoshop and less into just slap some graphics together. And also the, making things as a template that you can post, or all of these various different file size options when you go to download it, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, and it's like $18 a month for the Canva Unlimited, as opposed to the $70 for Photoshop. So, this is why I made this arguably correct choice of just doing it on here. Alright, so we have that one done. So now, as we have that one done, we'll go back here and hit YouTube thumbnail again to start a new one, and I do not care about any of their templates. As you can see, their templates kind of ass. Go away, templates. So now, what is the other things I have on my schedule? What else do I need a thumbnail for? We have Deep Rock. EDF doesn't need a thumbnail because that's on Numbers channel. The Pokemon tier list. Right. Okay. So for the Pokemon tier list, I think what I want to do exactly. Cheaper option is best option. I had tried seeing if I could use Procreate for thumbnails at one point, and it is so hard to use for thumbnails. The big problem I have with it is that, it's much more a drawing program and much less an editing program. I don't know, it's just a pain in the ass. It's kind of a pain in the ass for drawing too, but it's what I have. Okay. So I think for the Pokemon tier list one, I doubt they have elements in here that are Pokemon, but let's check, I guess. Okay, they have Pokemon font. But that's cool that they have that. But yeah, no, I have to go find my own Pokemon elements. That's okay. We're gonna do the Google searching part on my other tab because I don't think we need, possible random things coming up on the stream, because God knows what will come up. Alright, Pokemon PNGs. There's a huge... Oh! I just hit my microphone. I am so sorry, literally everyone. I'm sorry. I'm sure that was obnoxious. I forgot how low I have it right now. I went to reach for my drink and just slammed my arm straight into it. Um... Yes, okay. There's a, Mike Smack sounded like Minecraft block noise. That's good. It could have been worse. It could have been worse. Definitely could have been worse. You know what? Now that I've updated the mic settings, I wonder if it'll actually pick up my lizard button. I hope it picks it up, because then I can annoy everyone with it now. Let's see, I found... Okay. Let me toss this over here so that we can actually see it. I found a Pokemon Sprite archive, and if these are transparent, this will work very well. So let's see. We have Bulbasaur. Oh, wow. Okay. And then they have the other ones here. Okay, cool. Alright, let's see. If I click this one, can I save this image as Bulbasaur and then throw it into the Canva? Here we go. Let's see. Upload my Bulbasaur. I have absolutely no idea when I go to save and load items if it's showing you the File Explorer folder, but luckily there's nothing sus in my File Explorer folder right now. And he here. Excellent. It looks kind of bad, but he here and he transparent, which is the important part. At least I think he's transparent. I guess I should change the color of the background to be sure. Okay, yes, he is transparent. We'll change it back to white. Okay, so that works. Excellent. I can also pull the Gen 9 one is so tiny, but alright, we'll save. Yeah, see, nothing sus in here. It's just my previous thumbnails, my schedule, my posing with the birthday hat, some GeoGuessr. Yeah, nothing sus. We good. Bulbasaur 2. And we'll do also this one. Bulbasaur 3. Alright, we have some Bulbasaurs. Lizard! I'm so glad you could hear the lizard button. That makes me very happy. Alright, so we've got some Bulbasaurs. We've got... Who else do we want? We want some Pikachus. Gotta have some Pikachus. God, there's Pikachus with hats. Yeah, I kind of think the best ones for this are going to end up being the Gen 8 ones. Pikachu. But I'm gonna go ahead and also grab the Scarlet Violet ones too, just in case. Alright, so we've got Pikachu. What other Pokemon should we put in here? We're gonna put a bunch of Pokemon in here. I think Vulpix absolutely could go in here. We're gonna get that one. And that one. Oh, true. The Alolan Vulpix. I do love Alolan Vulpix. Alright, let's real quick go back over here so we can try out these other Pokemon and see what we got. Alright. So yeah, this is what the Scarlet Violet ones look like, and if we make them big, they get kind of distorted. Which is a shame, because they are cute. But if we do these, they're pretty good at big size. They don't really get distorted. I mean, I guess I could leave them small, but then that's a lot more Pokemon I have to have. These ones just, I think these ones just look better in my opinion. Okay, so Kibby. What about Kibby? What's a Kibby? This Kibby? There's no Pokemon named Kibby. No Pokemon named Kibby. Alright. I want Pokemon from like all of the generations, so we're gonna jump around here. Alright, we definitely want Sprigatito. What a lad Sprigatito is. And my boy. We definitely want Furry Giraffe. Let's see. Who else do we want? Fuecoco. We love a Fuecoco in this house. Oh, Tinkatink. Absolutely, we want Tinkatink. Look at this baby. Basically, what I'm gonna do is just throw a bunch of Pokemon on there and make the background just like a bunch of Pokemon. That's kind of the whole plan here. I kind of... Oh, that's a cute one. We're gonna use this one. I say, I kind of like the whole Tinkaton line. They're just cute. They're good. Alright, so we've got all of those. What else do we want? Fido, absolutely, we need Fido. Look at Fido, I love him. Oh my god, his shiny is him being baked? That's so cute. Him look baked. Is that the same for Doxbun? It is. Him more baked. Okay. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Alright. Oh, Smoliv? Absolutely. Okay, that's cute. The shiny Smoliv is a black olive. I love that. I love that. Let's see. Any other ones from this gen that I feel like are must-haves in here? Right? Bakes your Pokemon. Who cooked him? Let's see. Flamigo's kind of cool. Clodsire, duh. I love Clodsire. Look at him. Not a thought in that head. Not a thought in that head. This has all those weird Alolan ones, which are fine. I don't know. I don't have attachments to most of them. Feel free to suggest your favorite Pokemon if you want them. I do enjoy Grookey. Does Grookey have a 3D? He do. Hello, Grookey. You have been 3D-ified. Maybe we should have all of the starters, honestly, in it. That's probably not a bad idea, because they're, like, the most recognizable ones, usually. Softball, I could not give less of a shit about. I have never actually started with Softball. He just kind of exists. I don't know. Rookidee, I do enjoy a good Rookidee from time to time. Rookidee reminds me of Nerissa, and I can't really explain why, but I have one named Nerissa because it reminds me of her. I have, like, the whole line named after, Nerissa and her family. I think the Rookidee is Nerissa, I think, or maybe the Corvisquire is Nerissa. I think it's the Rookidee is Nerissa, the Corvisquire is Malpha, and the Corviknight is Malphus, and then I have the pink bird, Spritty, as Aradia, I think. I think that's what I ended up doing. Dottler is such a little guy. Have you ever seen him? Like, look at this little guy that he is. We love good little guys in this house. Trubbish and Kulapa / Cyndaquil. Oh yeah, those are absolutely making it in there. 100%. Woololo. We can't forget Woololo. I love Woololo. Look at him. Oh, they have a holiday Woololo for Pokemon Go? I've never seen that before. That's really cute. Roly-Coly! I love Roly-Coly more than any human should. I don't know why, but just look at him. He's such a little guy. He's literally just like a wheel with an eyeball. I tend to lean towards Pokemon that are just little guys. Little guys. Are we gonna have too many Pokemon to fit on here? Probably, but that's fine, because we need to fill the whole page, ideally. Oh, speaking of little guys, I love him. He's such a baby. I love this baby. I like it when he sits down more, but... Well, no, this one's so small, it's gonna look like crap. We're using the Generation 8 ones for consistency. Let's see. Oh, Sinistea. Sinistee is another great one. I'm glad I found this website. This website, honestly, kind of lit. I should probably bookmark it, actually. Yeah, sure, it's going in the tier list tab for now. I can move it later. You don't need to see all of my bookmarks. What else do we got? What do we got? Oh, my little hat! I love this entire line. This entire line is going in there. Right? I love Toxicity's little diaper. It's so silly. I have a plushie of Hatena. I don't have Hatterene or Hatterene yet, but I would like to. At some point, I do intend on doing a stream where I make little clothes and accessories for my Hatena plushie. Because I think that would be very cute and fun. Let's see. Snom, gotta have Snom. I love Snom. Snom is another one of my favorites. I have a lot that are one of my favorites. That's the secret. I just really love little guy Pokemon. You are also a little guy. Let's see. I also think this line is hilarious. Actually, I think I want the big one. I want the big one on here. Or he turns into literally a fighter jet. I love him. He's going in there. Alright, I think... Yeah, I think we're good from this gen. Up here, we gotta grab the starters from here. Did I grab the starters from this one? Yeah, I did. Brain fart. He is so borbular. The most borbular borb that's ever borbed. I like his whole line, like, a lot. They're very good. Alright, we need Litten. Litten makes me angry. Because I love Litten. And I absolutely hate Incineroar. And I honestly don't even care for Torracat that much. Poplio, I also love Poplio. High-key, this gen has some of my favorite first evolutions. Incineroar just makes me angry. The second Poplio is okay. It's got second evolution syndrome. Final Poplio though, incredible. Peak Pokemon. Love this guy. Oh, whoa, what's this? The owl gets a cool final evolution, but Litten, they did so dirty. Correct. Incineroar is funny. I wanted him to be, like, cool big cat, not literal wrestler. What's this is, I am saving a bunch of images of Pokemon to make a thumbnail for my Pokemon tier list. We have it in tiny of a corner because I'm also using Gogh and have the room open so people can come join the room. Alright. Pick-a-Peck, also a great Pokemon. Ooh, and he's got an action sprite. Let's go. Toucannon. Yours is just chilling. That's fine. Let's see. Who else? Grubbin! I love Grubbin. Again, with little guy syndrome. He is little guy. The littlest guy, if you ask me. Cutiefly? Cutiefly could. We're gonna have so many. My whole entire hard drive is gonna be taken up by pictures of Pokemon. And I feel like this is the opposite of a problem, truly. Mudbray is also a pretty good little guy. He's got little guy energy, but horse edition. Ooh, that's a cute action pose we've got there for you. Adorable. Stuffle. Literal stuffy of a Pokemon. Honestly, this gen just has a lot of slam dunk Pokemon to me. There's a lot of good ones here. Let's see. Sandygast and Palo Sand, maybe? I actually think I like Palo Sand better. Literal sandcastle. Cute and small horse like Elden Ring. Yep, exactly. Another little guy for little guy syndrome. This one has a butthole on his mouth. He do! Look at him! It's a butthole mouth! You cannot deny his butthole mouth. Let's see. Oh, Mimikyu. Mimikyu is a good one. Gots to have a Mimikyu. Any other good ones here that I am missing? No, I think we're good with this gen. We go up here. Gotta grab these starters. This might be honestly my least favorite gen of starters. I'm so glad you opened the stream to butthole mouth at work. Perfect. Peak. Welcome. I'm working on thumbnails. I have a Go room open if you can join Go from work, but I doubt they let you put Go on the work computer. But, oh yeah, for everyone who is in here, it is pinned up at the top, the code for the Go room. So if you do have Go, you can come in the room and hang out and work with me. Yeah. I think I grabbed his already. We need Fennekin. I can make sure when I'm in here. Yes, I did grab Chessman. Alright. Fennekin. And we need Proki. Arguably the worst starter gen, in my opinion. I don't really care for any of these starters, but I did say I was going to try to put all of the starters in, so we're here. Okay, to be fair, I like Greninja. I just don't care for Froakie. I do! I have the cute cuddle art back there. It's adorable. All of these are actual pictures that I have as wallpaper options on my actual computer. It's good. It's cute. Let's see. A good little Borb. We love a good little Borb. That's true. Do not has plus at work. I'm amazed that you are able to watch a stream from your job, knowing what your job is. So props to you for figuring out how to do that. I love Skiddo and Gogh so much. They have to go in. They're going into the thumbnail. We're so gonna run out of room. Yeah, many games and limited funds is so real. The main reason I bought it is for doing streams like this. First of all. Second of all, because a bunch of the HoloLive members have been doing streams where you can join their rooms, and I wanted to be able to join their rooms. But also, I'm glad I did, because now supposedly there's a way it can do face tracking, and there's a way you can stream your screen to the monitor. It doesn't look like I can do the streaming my screen to the monitor mode while having a multiplayer room open. But that's still pretty cool. You know, I wonder... No, I think I'd have to go into edit mode in order to do it, which I think I'd have to close the room for. I don't feel like changing the code. We'll try it next time. We'll try a time where I am, streaming maybe my iPad screen to the monitor while I'm drawing. I think that could be good. Who else do we want from here? I think we want Spritzy, because I mentioned liking Spritzy. He's a good little Borb, you know? He's got big Borb hours. Let's see. Do we need a little squid? He's also a little guy. Big little guy energy. Gumi! We definitely have way more Pokemon than I can possibly fit on this thumbnail. Ah, you're on your phone. He's pink, how could you not like him? Exactly! How could you not like him? Alright, we also... I love Noibat. We need Noibat here. Oh, that's a very cute pose for him, too. Sylveon. I should go through and grab all of the EVs to make sure they make it in here. That's a good point. Alright, oh yeah, Klefki. Klefki's gotta go in here. Literal key for lock. Alright, Pumpkin! We love Pumpkin. Yeah, I think that's good for the ones from this gen. I kind of also like Aurora's, but a very cool action pose for Aurora's. Okay, fine. We'll get Aurora's in here too. Oh, this gen is huge. Interesting that Victini comes up first for this gen. Weird. My boy, I love him. My boy, I also love him. Oop. And Oshawott, we also love him. This is another gen where I like all of the starters. They're all good. Let's see. You look like you're gonna have a cool action pose. Oh, it's an Eping pose. That's adorable. I also love this one. Another little guy, Mr. Roggenrola. For little guy hours. Let's see. There's just so many. Trubbish. Trubbish was specifically requested, so we gotta make sure we get Trubbish. I also like Litwick. He's another little guy. So many. There's so many. Oh, I again clicked that instead of the back button. Okay. We need to start being more picky. I mean, Arceus is like the Pokemon. God, there's so many. We're gonna take the normal one. I don't need 8 million types of him. There's a Eevee evolution. We said we needed all of those. Litwick being one of your favorites honestly tracks. Litwick gives big U energy. Alright, oh, I do like this whole line of legendaries. God, we're in one of my favorite gens now. It's gonna be so hard to be more strict. Okay, I've got those guys. We also need Manaphy, the false prophet. You like Mawile? We can try and get Mawile in there. I gotta find Mawile. Drifloon is so cute and so evil. That is a correct statement. True facts. Glaceon, that's another Eevee evolution. Gotta have you. Drifloon. I have no idea how I intend to make this actually work on the thumbnail. It's going to be something for sure. We need every starter. A lot of times, my process of making thumbnails does end up like this, where I end up saving way more assets than I can actually reasonably fit on them. My boy, my Starly, I love Starly so much. It's just so good. Such a good Borb, so Borbular. I love the whole line. Mawile just give Arashi energy. And Staraptor. I genuinely don't see the difference between the male and the female on the Starly line. I'm not even sure why there is both. Is this actually cut off? Yeah, I'm not gonna use that one. If it's actually cut off, that's lame. That's true. It would be cool if we made more Starling S sounds. Oh my god. I love him. I have a buddy named Mountain Dew who I've had since the beginning of this game. God, this is my favorite gen. This is so hard. There's so many good ones. Alright, you were asking for Mawile. Did I already pass through Mawile? Because we started at the end. Or have we not gotten to Mawile yet? Which gen is Mawile actually in? Because I have the memory of a toaster. Let's grab these starters. Torchic! Torchic is a good baby. Mudkip! Mudkip, also a good baby. That is the secret. They are a good baby. Zigzagoon. Also a very cool guy. You don't... Oh, there's Mawile. Perfect timing. Again with me hitting that button. Alright, who else do we need from this gen? We need Slackoth. I didn't realize Slackoth's shiny was purple. I don't think I've ever seen a shiny Slackoth before. I personally really like Azumarill, so Azumarill's go- Oh, he looks so sad! Why did they make his sprite look so sad? What a baby! Can't believe they've made him sad. I feel like Roselia is also just like a good Pokemon. Like, just a classic, like, you look at that and you go, yeah, that's a Pokemon. You know what I mean? Spoink! I love the piggies. Oops, all piggies. There's really not enough pig Pokemon, in my opinion. Tropius is another one where you look at him and you're like, that's a Pokemon. Milotic, also a good one. See, you understand, you get it. That's a Pokemon. Absol, the honorary Eevee evolution, that's not actually an Eevee evolution, but I definitely, as a kid, was like, why is this not an Eevee evolution? Spheo, you're so borbular. Just absolute unit. You're like the Borb of the sea. Oh yeah, Kyogre and Groudon would be good ones too. Jirachi! How could I forget about Jirachi? We love Jirachi in this house. Alright, I have like 8,000 Pokemon now. We're doing great. We're definitely gonna be able to fit all of these on this thumbnail. No Eevee evolutions were added in this gen. Doesn't look like it. Okay. We need the Gen 2 starters. Cyndaquil. I love Cyndaquil. What a little baby. What a little baby. I may be world's biggest Twitter violator. I know he's a very well-loved starter. He doesn't do it for me. My boy! My furret! I love my furret! Furret! Him can walk! None of these are him walking. Oh, they have the animated ones. None of them are him walking. Can't believe it. Can't believe they don't have him walking. Him can walk. Alright, Oh, that's my chicken. I thought somebody had entered the room. It was just my chicken. Wooper, because Manami would actually end me if I didn't put Wooper in here. I honestly love Paliday and Wooper a lot. Alright, we've got Espeon. And Umbreon, my personal favorite of the Eevee evolutions. I specifically love Shiny Umbreon. He might be the one that we put on here as a Shiny. I feel like... Oh, right. I feel like having a Shiny in the thumbnail, like, hidden, might actually be kind of cute. You know? Okay, so... we have that. There's gonna be 8 million unknowns. I don't feel like putting 8 million unknowns. I do, however, need Draffrig. Like, my life depends on it. Who else is a very Pokemon-looking Pokemon? Oh, another... Swinub also counts as a pig, in my opinion. He's one of the pig Pokemon. I like him. Oh, Fanfi is a very Pokemon-looking Pokemon. He's a very good little guy. Oh yeah, these 3 legendaries also are very, very Pokemon looking Pokemon. You look at them and you're like, yep, that is indeed a Pokemon. I forgot how many legendaries are technically in this gen. Gotta have the Borbs. Alright. We have a lot. Alright, these Borbs. Oh, there it is. I somehow scrolled right past it. Cool action shot. Zapdos. Then... No, we did Moltres. We need Articuno. That's the other one we need. Okay, and then we also need Snorlax, because in my opinion, Snorlax is a very, like, well-known Pokemon. He's here. He's Pokemoning. We need our Eevees from here. That's what original Eevee looked like? Crazy. I started playing in Gen 2, not in Gen 1, so some of the Gen 1 sprites are wild to me. I'm like, what do you mean that's what they looked like? Eevee, Vaporeon. Yeah, my first Pokemon game was Crystal. That's why Cyndaquil was my first starter. What was I doing? I was getting the rest of the Eevees. Did I get Jolteon yet? I don't remember. You started in Gen 1? That's fair. Most people did. I feel like I'm the odd one out by starting with Gen 2. Oh, you started in Gen 1 and then went and played X. Okay, so you played Gen 1 very late. That is different from what I thought you were saying. I started in Gen 2 just as a little baby when it was the hot new thing. Mew! You can't do a Pokemon thumbnail and not have Mew and Mewtwo in it, right? They're like the Pokemon. Oh, has it cut him off a bit? Or is that just how he look? No, that's just how he look in this gen, okay. Alright, I also like Dratini. Little Danger Noodle. I usually name my Dratinis Danger Noodle. They look like Danger Noodle. I don't know what to say. Ditto also important, especially given recent games. Magikarp. Who can forget Magikarp? You just skip the others, play Gen 1 as a kid, and oh! That makes sense. Okay. I understand now. I like Farfetch'd. I like his big leek. It reminds me of Miku with her big leek. We got Pikachu already. Okay, I think... Did I get the rest of the starters from this gen when I was up here? I don't remember, so I'm gonna double check. Sure didn't. Glad I'm grabbing them now. There we go. Okay. Soul Silver's good. I intend to stream Soul Silver at some point in the very near future. I thought about starting it this week. But I wanted to do this cool tier list thing first. And also, Soul Silver requires a lot of complicated setup to get to work. So I needed to reserve that for a day. I don't have other plans to make sure I can do all the complicated setup first. So I'll probably start it next week, honestly. I have a thumbnail for that one already made because it's been getting... It was supposed to be several weeks ago and I shelved it. Until later, but I think I have stuff situated to the point where I can do it. Alright, I probably have enough by now to work on this. So we're going to put all of these Pokemon in at once, and it's going to take absolutely forever to load all of them. But that's okay. We need to shift click, not control click. There we go, okay. Heart Gold is the first one you played all the way through. Very good, Jen. Yes, very good, Jen. Same! I also wish I had a Pokewalker. I wish it was easier to capture the old systems for streaming. Because, like, I would love to show my teams on the old systems, but I don't know how to actually capture my DS. Alright, so we have 8 billion Pokemon loading in here. Approximately. We're gonna start by throwing... Let's see. I want them all to end up being, like, about the same size. Do they come in the same size if I... Yeah, they come in the same size box. Okay. Oh, so here's my idea. If I make... What if... Okay, what if we... I'm gonna do it with Ditto, actually. What if we make him really small? Right? And then if I duplicate him, and then I throw Pikachu into the box, he'll just be... Uh-huh. Okay. So this is what we're gonna do. This may seem insane, but just trust me. There we go, because now it's figured out what I'm doing, and I can just hit the button and it'll just keep going. And then we can... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. We duplicate him once more, and then it didn't know what I'm doing, and it's like, okay, so now what we're doing is down here. And then we're gonna do it here. And it'll hopefully figure out what I'm doing again. Yes, it did. It's okay that these are cut off, because we'll put Pokemon there that's faces are over here. Just trust the process. We'll do it again, and we'll line him up. Here, and then it figured it out. Excellent. Trust the process. Listen, No, it's not only gonna be Ditto. Trust the process. Trust the process, I promise. It's gonna be more than just Ditto. Handhelds are especially bad since they're kind of not designed to output to another device, but if you gotta figure out how to capture the PS2 and Dreamcast. Yeah, I feel like capturing the PS2 and Dreamcast are gonna be way easier than trying to figure out how to capture a DS or a Game Boy. The world needs to see evolution. I promise, it's not just gonna be Ditto. Trust the process. Okay, we line that up, and then we can line... Come on. Figure it out, please. Okay, we've got... There we go. And now it's figured it out. Excellent. So we do this. Okay. And then... Okay, hear me out here. This is going to sound insane, but we're gonna take all of this. I don't know why it moved that. Okay. We'll have them all selected, and we're gonna move all of them up. We're making it a repeating pattern, but we're gonna fill it with different Pokemon. It's not gonna be all the same Pokemon. Excellent, okay. And then I'm going to... I realized I could have, this whole time, I could have just copied the entire row. And then we're gonna move the entire row. So that it lines up with the bottom of that. There was a line that was telling me it was lined up. There. Like that. Okay. We have our repeating pattern of Pokemon now. And now what we can do is, like, literally fill it with guys, right? And we'll put them in the spots that they look the best. So, like, Pikachu. Alright, so these guys can go there. And then, like, you are pretty... Yeah, so you're pretty off to the side, so you'll fit good there. And he'll fit good there. Danger Noodle is very off this way, so Danger Noodle fits good there. Mew is baby, so Mew gets to go here. He's gonna go there. Actually, we're not gonna put him there, and you'll understand why in a minute. I'm gonna put him here. We're sticking with little guys right now for this. You're very off to that side. You work well there. You'll work great there. Wooper goes good there. I'm gonna do you guys here. We're leaving this Ditto, in case you had not gathered. He gets to live there. Alright, and then, so we've got those starters. I want to go up, I want to make sure I get all of the starters before I get too far. Then, oh. Yeah, no, you do work better there. And here's where we start freeforming it a little bit because I want to make sure that starters are all actually in here. I feel bad having him on the bottom like that, actually. Who fits there? Do you fit there? There's... What's one that's very much, like, on the top of the thing? Driploom. Driploom fits great there, actually. Okay. More starters. Here we go. Right, and then... Apoyo. How it gets kind of like cut off there. He looks good there. And then I was like, wait, did I miss Litton? No, he's just right there. And these guys, you're very much at the top of your frame, so you can probably go down here. You look good there. There you go, okay. I'm already running out of spaces. We might have to change some of these over. Okay. Did I not grab... I'm missing one. Who am I missing here? This is from the very end, right? Yeah, we're missing Quaxley. How did I forget him? Okay. Add a Quaxley. There we go. Okay, he fits pretty solidly there. I think we're gonna replace some of these legendaries here right now with these. Okay, so we've got every starter in here, along with a couple others. We need some more that are very at the top of their frame for down here. Dynasty is pretty at the top of the frame. Your tail's gonna get cut off, but you're gonna go in later. We have a plan for you. You're at the top of your frame by a lot. Cutie fly. I'm holding off on the large legendaries for, like, the large size legendaries for a reason. You'll see. Trust the process. Did I miss this whole gen of starters? I missed this whole gen of starters. Alright, Absol, can you go? Yeah, you can go here. Alright, you can fit there. Torchic can fit. Yeah, Torchic fits good there. Okay. Now we have every starter on there, and also our reserved ditto space. Alright, you're kind of at the top. We can't really see your tail, but I think it'll be okay. Will you? No, it cuts you off way too bad. I think Magic Carp can go there, that works. Yeah, we already established you get cut off real bad. Jirachi might be the answer. Yeah. You don't get cut off in a horrible way. Alright, so we've got all of that. Now, here's where things are going to get silly. I'm gonna click on everything. Okay, we have everything clicked. We are going to group and lock. So now none of that can be moved. Okay, actually we need to unlock it first. Can I not? Okay, it did something weird. Alright, before we do this. Okay, there we go. Okay, I see what we need to do, actually. We're going to, again, select all of them. I said I was going to make thumbnail and then draw, but making thumbnail is taking way longer than I thought it would. To be fair, it's because I decided to be insane with this one. We duplicate all of it. We line it up exactly. Position. 2 back. Group. And lock. Alright, so now those are all grouped and locked in the back. So now, we have all of these new individual slots on top of it, which are the same thing but different. And we're gonna select all of the ones that are on top that are the duplicates. Okay, and we're going to shift all of them over like this. So that they are kind of like in between here. And then we're gonna fill those with different Pokemon. So like, you're not here yet. You're not here yet. We'll just find like good spots for them where they look good to be there. That's a good spot for you. Yeah, you can go there because you're pretty small. And then, let's see. Yeah, you can go there. You're very low down on your spot. Oh, yeah, that's a good spot for you. We have Grookey already. Do we put Doxbun in yet? No. See, now you understand the vision and what I was doing. So that we can have a bunch of Pokemon on here. He is very little guy. He looks kind of cute just hiding behind the Wooper like that, honestly. Little logo there, that's good. No, we only have one of you already. We have two of you still. You can absolutely go there. This works, and then... Roly-Coly. Right there, or up here. You know, let me fill in up there. Kinda like him there. Alright, and then... Toxel is very much the same shape as Litten, so he can slide right in there. Perfect, no problem. Barely an inconvenience. We have Sinistea already down here. We don't have the hats. Put you... like you there, and then like you there. You could get there. We can put... We're gonna save you for later, because there's gonna be a second round to this. I think that's a great spot for Snog. You can go here. Literally just says B. Alright. Okay, Cutie Fly actually looks very cute flying in the corner there. I enjoy that. Sandcastle. The sandcastle's not gonna be great really anywhere over here. I think we're just gonna have your little side corner spot there. Alright. Mudberry could be good for that. What about you? I think Mudberry's better for this corner, because you can really see his face poking in there. You fit pretty good there. Finding someone who's gonna fit here is seeming to be the hard one. Because you're right on his face. You're also right on his face. Perfect. Maybe Q fits there. I don't think we've done Grubbin yet, right? Yeah, Grubbin still needs a spot. Grubbin can go here. Or actually, you there and Grubbin over here? Yeah. Let's see. Can you go here? You fit decently well there. Do you fit better over here? Actually, I like you better over here. Okay, and then you could fit there, you could fit there. I like you there. You kind of covered Bulbasaur's space too much. You do a much better job of not covering Bulbasaur's face. Alright. So there should be no duplicates now. Oh, we missed one. There's that there. Oh, nope, we already did you. Yeah, you can go there. Okay. Okay, this is technically a duplicate down here. Alright. There are technically a few duplicates at the bottom because they're so low down, you're not going to be able to even see them. So we're gonna... Like, there's nobody we can put in these spots that's going to work. I guess this spot maybe could have someone. Yeah, you can go there. We can see your face there. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is copy the whole line. Okay, apparently these ones are hard to click, so I need to start with these ones. Alright, so we have all of these. And we're going to... do the same thing. Duplicate. Group. Line them up. Position. If I send them... What happens if I send them to the back? How do they... it's not actually changing it because of that one layer being locked. Okay. Why not lock this layer? And then we still have these, which we do this too. Okay, I have all of these. Actually, I think we're not gonna do that. Okay, so we have these two the way we had it. Docs one is somehow underneath. Something has happened. Okay, hang on. We're undoing. We're stepping back in the undo train. Okay. So what I want to do now is take this behind layer and unlock it. Oh, okay, good. We've got this. We have all of these individual guys. Okay, there we go. So I'll be able to adjust layers of things now. Because what I want to do now is I want to add the bigger legendaries, like, behind. If that makes sense. Like, big guys that we don't have in the back. Okay, so we've got... So, like, Mewtwo, for example. Like, that looks like a decent spot for him, right? And then we'll position... two back, and he's behind everyone else. Alright, who else do we got that can go back? You're another big one that can go in the back. And then, whoops, wrong button, uploads. And then, you're on here. Let's see. You're another big one that can go in the back somewhere. Da, da, da. We need to put her back in the front so I can move her because it's not a good spot. That's better. I don't know. I'm wondering if adding the legendaries in the back is making it get too much. As much as I like the idea in theory, I feel like it's becoming too much. I think maybe the way we have it now is actually better. I do think, though, I would like the background to be a different color. I think everyone stands out much better on the black. What if I did like a blue? Like the poke. I think black. I like the black. And then we're going to add... I'm gonna add a me. The question is, which me? Me as a Pokemon, just hiding in there. It kind of breaks up the pattern a bit, having me like that, though. If I replaced one of the actual Pokemon, though, you can't tell. It's kind of funny. That wasn't what I was originally planning. So that's one option, is having me replacing the Pokemon like that. Another option I was considering, though, was using my my thumbnail art and making me like big in the middle. I know it's gonna cover some of the Pokemon, but that art doesn't really... I don't think this art is vibing with me for this. I mean, unless I do, like, make me look like a sticker on top of it. I've done that before, and quite a few of my thumbnails, actually. What if I... Because this is something this is a stylistic choice that I kind of love making. Is having me out of the corner diagonally. I don't really know why this has become a stylistic choice that I love so much, but it is. We do like that. Kind of like that. I can't tell if that art clashes too much, though. And I'm like, should it be a different art? I mean, there's always the tried and true. We know I love this one. There we go. I'd have a little less aggressive of a rotation on this one, I think. I do like that art. I use this art so much, like, all the freaking time. Alright, and then we're gonna go into the elements because I remember there was a Pokemon font here. I mean, this just looks like trying to... What if I just actually grab the Pokemon logo? I feel like that might be easier. And yeah, it looks better. I keep forgetting I have 8 million things on here, so it's trying to pop them into that. I realize that, like, a large portion of the Pokemon I insisted on putting on here are getting covered up by this, but it's fine. Me spends many hours working on this, me now questioning if I should actually just, undo large portions of it. My phone just crashed Discord on me when I tried to catch it. This is great. I love this for me. Okay. The fonts that I like here. It definitely would have been too busy if I put the, legendaries on here, I think. What if I do... like this, and... make this yellow, and make the main color like the Pokemon blue. So that it's like the opposite. I don't think that's the right yellow, but... yeah, that looks like a much closer yellow. And then make the... I need to highlight all of that, but it makes the blue closer too. Not actually changing it the way I want it to. There we go, now it's letting me actually see so I can match it. That's pretty close. Alright. I want to move this. There we go. So I was thinking about doing it kind of like how they do the Minecraft thing up at the top, because I do like doing that as an effect. I don't like that as an effect with this. I don't like how this looks with this. I like it down here attached to it like that. The thing I'm wondering is if I need to delete some of the Pokemon that are behind the words, or at the very least move them. Alright, let me position. Okay, we need to look for... alright. I don't think this has everything. I think this... I don't know why he's very clearly... Okay. Oh, I know why. It's because it's in the... this. Okay. So we need to find... Alright, we need to find Bread Dog. But like the second Bread Dog. Because I can see you're in the way there. There you are. Put you here. And put you below these guys. Nope, that's... arrange. Go there. Yeah, okay. And then I need to go back to here. We want to find, let's see. We'll just kind of go through, and anything that looks like it needs to be moved now can get moved. Alright, you can get moved. Honestly, you can we move Turtwig closer to me? I believe Turtwig is one of the ones in this layer. Turtwig, there you are. Alright, I'm gonna move Turtwig closer to me. And then we can move Bread Dog here. I also think, okay. I think Fritzy could go a little bit, yeah. Smoliv is completely behind me, and that will not do. Alright, yeah, I like Smoliv there. I left the position thing, I did not mean to. Mudbray will move you down and over a little more. Ruben, you're fine where you're at. Mimic you, you're also fine where you're at, I think. You're fine. Looper definitely needs to get moved up so we can see his face. Sandcastle we established was okay there. Pick-a-peck probably okay there. You can get pulled out here. You can go here, but I want to send you to the back behind Draco. Okay. Pick-a-peck, you're fine there. You are also completely behind everything. Actually, I think that's a good spot for you. Okay. Thank you. Alright, you can move. Out this way, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm making this better or worse. And then there, and just move you up some. And then we're going to position, arrange. Yeah. Here. Brokey definitely needs to get moved up. You're pretty... I'm gonna want to move Rookedy. She can move up a bit. Frank can also move up a bit. Absol can move up a bit. I figured it. I think Driploom is cute, just flying in from the center like that. Magikarp is like barely even actually here. Mudkip is fine where he's at. I did not mean to grab you. Turtwig is okay where he's at. Rowlet is literally gone. Where is Grookey? I want to move Grookey over too. We move Grookey over. We can fit Rowlet much better up here. Not at all what I meant to do. Rowlet. There we go. And Rookedy, where the fuck? Alright, there you are. Rookedy also needs to move over some. Bulbasaur desperately needs to be moved because he's gonna be a pain to move because of how much he is behind the text. Genuinely, the easiest way to move Bulbasaur is going to be to make... Nope. Alright. We need to find Bulbasaur. Why is he so hard to move? One group. There we go. Okay. Actually, I like him there. Alright, I think I'm going to move Bayleaf. He is also going to be I'm gonna have to do the same thing with him. Alright, Bayleaf, we're going to ungroup. Bring to front. And then I like him poking his head out there. There we go. I just had to get him behind Cheston. And then we need Tepig is completely hidden. Ungroup. Bring to front. I think it's cute there. Alright. Oh, he could go. Nah, he looks cute here. Alright, and then move Rowlet, Trico's fine. Art school has forced you to face some of your responsibilities, but it has not convinced you to stop being lazy and cutting out things that you don't feel like drawing in your regular art. You're a pro artist. Yeah, that's legit. I think we'll move. Now to draw the most lazy background possible. Excellent. We love lazy backgrounds in this house. You down. Alright, and then Jineko, we're gonna ungroup you because we need to move you. Yeah, okay, and then we'll move you over here, and we'll position back one. until you're behind. I'll go to the back. Yeah, okay. We need to move Totodile as well. Totodile. Ungroup. Move you here. There we go. I think we're getting somewhere. It looks a little chaotic. But trust. I think he's fine being there, honestly. He helps fill in that space. Farfetch is fine there. Mew is fine where he's at. Ditto is completely hidden. Okay, Ditto actually looks kind of freaking perfect in the text like that. I kind of love it. I'm still not sure I'm happy with where Bulbasaur is. I'm going to be so for real with you. I think that's a bit better. Your almond tea contains nuts? Who would have guessed? That's actually so crazy. I'm gonna do you here, but I want to, can I get you behind? Yeah. I don't know. I still don't know if I like where Bulbasaur is. Maybe I put him here. What, have him behind Mudkip? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good spot for him. And then I don't think there's anyone else that is completely hidden now. I want to move Pikachu over. Yeah, okay. This may sound insane, but I feel like there's some spots we could add a couple more guys. So let's... So I think we can... Put him in the back there. Alright, else do we not have? We don't have you anywhere. I kind of love just having his face sneaking up from the bottom. Cute. Alright, and we're going to... didn't really want... He's gonna be hard to grab now. Oh, actually, I kind of like him back there. Alright. I added him somewhere, right? I swear that I had just added him somewhere. But now I feel like I'm tripping. Maybe I didn't. Is it weird if this is making you want to play Animal Crossing? No, I don't think it's weird. I think it actually kind of makes sense. I like this. I want to pull Jirachi forward more. Why can't I pull him forward more? What? Why is it saying he's definitely not on top of Decidueye? Oh. Are you grouped? Do we need to ungroup you? No, you're not grouped. I feel like I'm going crazy. Jirachi is very clearly not on top of Decidueye. It's acting like he's on top of everything, and he's very clearly not. And that's very confusing to me. Because this is a different secret Jirachi. Incredible. Okay, so there's a Jirachi in the layered part somewhere, I think. Yep, there he is. Okay. That makes sense. I was so confused. Okay, ungroup, and then we can pull him forward. There we go. That makes a lot more sense. Okay. I think the reason this is making you want to play Animal Crossing, by the way, is because of the music. Some of the music gives big Animal Crossing energy. Alright, and we're gonna try and fit you somewhere. Just your head down at the bottom, honestly, probably the best call. Toucan. I like. Maybe you go here and we send you backward. Yeah. Okay. Remember when I was like, I don't know, it's gonna get too busy, and now I've decided to make it very busy, but it's fine. Oh, you know what, Cutie Fly, you can just be more on the screen, but this is fine. We have Spritzy, okay. Don't think we have Noibat anywhere. I'm trying to see where I think you should go. I don't know if there's a good spot for him. Pumpkaboo. I feel like he could go there if we gotta move. Drifloon is in the beginning ones, I think. Yeah, Drifloon. Alright. Where is Smoliv? There we go. I want to move Smoliv closer to me. And then we're gonna go get Drifloon. And move Drifloon over closer to Smoliv. And then Pumpkaboo. We can go here, but we're going to send him back. Literally none of them are rotated, but Snom, just, to me, Snom needs to be rotated a little. Just a little. I think... some of these spots look busier than others, but overall, I feel like we're getting somewhere. Gumi is also not in here yet. Honestly, I feel like that's a good spot for Gumi. Just on Clodslayer's head. If I rotate him slightly. Yes. Yes, Gumi is on Clodslayer's head, and it's adorable, and I love it. I forgot to put, like, any of the Eevees in here. Oh, no. Sylveon is gonna go right here. But we're gonna send her to the back, so she's behind. I very much believe in Litwick's ability to go here. You see what I mean? Litwick goes there very well. Trubbish was another requested one that we gotta fit on here somewhere. Him just in the middle of the Pokemon logo. I mean, I don't hate it, honestly, but... What about him here, and we... Yeah, I like him up there. Okay. Leafeon. I think most of the EVs we're gonna just find somewhere where their face like fits and then send them to the back. I could have him behind Torchic, but in front of... I kind of like that, actually. If I could actually select Leafeon, that would be cool, but... I think I like that there. Okay. Okay. You wanted Mawile too. Alright. Mawile is there. Put Furret in the logo. No. Put Furret on my head. Put Furret there. I kind of like him there. Alright. I kind of like the shiny upper end just like hiding in there. Alright, I think you're gonna go down here. Yeah, that's actually a great spot for you, and I don't even want to send you back. I want you in the front down there. Actual Eevee. Then you need to go all the way to the back if you're gonna be there. I don't know that I love that as your spot. We're really filling this with Pokemon now. What if we just have like giant Snorlax in the back? Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I don't like that. I don't like that. As much as I thought I liked that idea, I don't actually like that idea. I'm starting to not think that I maybe don't like Ditto where he is. What time is it? 6? I probably should wrap up in a second here, but let me find Ditto. Oh, I swear, there he is. Okay, let me find Ditto. Yeah, I kind of like it better where it's like we're leaving the area behind the words kind of blank. Oh, ditto. My poor child, you need to... I'm fairly certain this is Mimikyu and not Ditto. Yep, alright. Ditto. We must find you one more time. There you are. Because we need to put you behind Snipey. There we go. Okay. There we go. Klefki can fill that space. I was wondering what I was gonna do about that. Layer, shift it back. I guess that's okay. I feel like we've got most of the big, obvious, spaces filled up. The last one I want to do is I want to send you here. Again, we're going to send you to the back. I feel like we need something else over in this corner. I think we've got it pretty good. Pretty good. Honestly, I'm gonna make him bigger. And I think I want to pull the Wooloo to the front, actually. Wooloo is in this area, I think. There you are. Yeah, we're gonna ungroup. Yeah. I think this is a solid spot for this. I think I have done about what I can do with it. I think it looks good. I think it looks decently balanced. There's a little bit of empty in this corner, but I've been working on this for so long, my eyes are starting to die. There you go. We'll put him over there. Alright, we'll make him a little bigger, and then we will send him to the back, but we're gonna move Turtwig. Positions. Turtwig. Go up and over a little bit more. And then the Slackoth should be at the very bottom because I sent him to back. But there we go. Perfect. Alright. Now I actually think we're legit done. I think we did it. Alright, get ranked thumbnail. And we download it. And I did no drawing today and only made thumbnails, but that's okay. Now I have all my thumbnails done for the week, which is important. Okay. Where is OBS? OBS is over here. Yeah, I'll make it big so you can see the finished result. Look how that looks. Isn't it great? Get thumbnailed. Exactly. Isn't it great? We've gotten thumbnailed. It's beautiful. I can't wait to rank every single Pokemon. After I've stared at every single Pokemon for way too long to make this thumbnail. Okay, we will go ahead and hide that for now, so I can say goodbye to everyone. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you for working with me and helping me forcibly do work today instead of sleeping the whole day. I hope this was cool. If you want me to do more stuff like this in the future, good news, I probably will. These may be more gorilla streams in the future and not scheduled things, but if there's like stuff I desperately need to do that I need to just literally put on my schedule and force me to do it, then it might happen like this. I might experiment with putting it up on the monitors. I might experience with the face tracking in this. I don't know. This program is good, and again, parallel working helps me actually get stuff done. So, yeah. I'm glad you got a little bit done. Yay! We will do more of these. I will force people to do work that they need to do. You got a lot of work done too, just not fun work. That is fair. I may also try to do a stream at some point for designing another room in this. Because, I don't know. Basically, this started because one time I was on a call with Growlix while making a thumbnail, and Growlix was like, people would enjoy hearing about / watching the progress that you make, and I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, thanks everyone for coming. Tomorrow I have the Deep Rock collab with Arashi and Clipsy and Locke, so that will be super fun. Be sure to be here for that. I'll put up the waiting room for that later tonight. And I already forgot the rest of my schedule. Oh, Thursday is EDF, and then Sunday is my Pokemon tier list stream. Yeah. Thanks everybody for coming. I hope you got lots of work done. Okay, bye.